The PS5 bundle that comes with a free Call of Duty, the Bungie layoffs go from bad to worse, and why metal and magic are a match made in heaven. I'm Ash Dixon and this is GINX News. The PS5 Slim is out this month and it appears as though some lucky so-and-so has already got his hands on one. Twitter user Phantom Pains posted pictures of the Slim, which he since deleted, claiming that he was able to purchase it at his military base exchange. The first post included a picture of the packaging, which unsurprisingly for a military man was for the Call of Duty bundle. He went on to post 9 other photos of the Slim, which included close-ups of the console's ports, side-by-side comparisons with the standard PS5 and the horizontal stand. No signs of the extra vertical stand, but that does come separately and at an extra cost. I'm not quite sure how he got the Slim so early. I'm sure the military has a fair bit of clout, but infamous leaker Charlie Intel has claimed that the Modern Warfare 3 console bundle will come out on the 10th of November and will cost $499.99. That's the same as the standalone console, so that means the game will essentially be free of charge. There are rumors that the Spider-Man 2 bundle will cost $559.99, so although while I'd rather play with the Spidey boys, it does make the COD bundle a little more appealing. What do you think? Are you going to shell out for the Slim? If so, which bundle do you think you'll go for? Let us know in the comments down below. And for those of you who chose COD, you don't have to wait until the 10th to play it. Campaign early access begins tomorrow on Steam and battle.net. On yesterday's show, we covered the reports of several layoffs over at Bungie, including the departure of legendary Halo composer Michael Salvatore. Well, overnight we've got some new insights, and it looks like around 100 staff members have lost their jobs, which accounts for about 8% of their employees. Now, Bungie CEO Pete Parsons put out the expected statement saying how sad he finds the whole thing, and originally most of the upset was directed at parent company Sony, with the blame being pinned on their restructuring plans. Well, according to Forbes reporter Paul Tassi, it was Bungie's decision to cut costs, and it gets far worse for the people who now find themselves out of a job. You see, a lot of the benefits they had expired at the end of the month, which was yesterday. That gave them one single day of additional coverage. Not only that, but due to the recent sale of Bungie to Sony, his source claims that many employees have been essentially screwed out of their shares. But hey, at least they'll keep their healthcare for 3 months while they try and find another job at the quietest time of the year. Ain't that great? Well, worse still, Tassi later tweeted that many found out they were let go when they were suddenly just locked out of services, logins, and emails. Many were let go without even being able to say goodbye, and apparently managers were finding out who they were losing as it was happening. The whole thing is just outright disgusting, and it's still crazy to me that this kind of thing is even legal. Hopefully we're approaching the end of all of this, but either way, it's probably time to unionize. Let's turn to social media now, and it looks like Meta is the latest company to jump on the subscription train. Hooray! More subscriptions. Everyone loves it. The new €9.99 tier is currently only available in Europe and promises to provide a sweet ad-free experience on Meta platforms. I guess it's nice that the sub covers multiple platforms, but I can't help but feel that the Facebook and Instagram audiences are kind of separate from each other. I suppose it'll be nice to not be bombarded with ads when your nan sends you a strangely offensive low-res Minions meme over on Facebook. Now, Meta says the new tier was about addressing EU concerns rather than actually making money, which makes sense. I can't imagine there's much of an appetite for this. In January, they were fined a hefty €390 million for breaking EU data rules around ads. The regulator said at the time the firm could not force consent by saying consumers must accept how their data is used or just leave the platforms. Now, Meta says they offer a choice: use the platform for free and have your data collected, or pay and opt out. It's worth noting that the service will cost an additional €3 per month if you pay through iOS or Android due to their additional fees, but you can avoid those if you sign up via the Facebook or Instagram websites. And funnily enough, I think Instagram is one of the few platforms where I probably wouldn't want to get rid of the ads. Don't get me wrong, there's still far too many of them, but there's basically 3 things that pop up on my feed: tattoos, bands, and hot old women. Not gonna lie. Now, the last on that list don't really advertise on Insta, but say I'm in the mood for a new tattoo, I normally just open the Instagram app, say the word tattoos a few times in proximity of the microphone, and bam! My story is full of new artists advertising their latest flashes. I've also used Insta ads myself to promote my band's music to varying degrees of success.
I poured my heart into my music, with only my dog to share it with. But before I could release the song, my dog was drafted into the war.
Tragic, I know, but I've discovered a ton of new music through them as well. And by no means am I pro ads, I'm just saying, if you're gonna get them thrown at your face all the time, you might as well make use of it. And while we're talking about social media, I've just got to touch on Twitter, or X. I'm sure you've seen the news that its value has dropped to 19 billion. That's down 56% from last year. You know, when Elon Musk paid $44 billion for it. And considering he's testing out literally charging people to make an account and, you know, renaming it X, I think we all saw that coming. There's also rumors that he wants to add in a dating app function, which is just hilarious. Either way, it's interesting to see how social media is continuing to evolve, and who knows what any of these platforms will look like in a couple of years. Two of my favorite things in life are live music and card games, so it's always nice when a story incorporates both. You see, last Saturday in Dallas, Texas, a death metal band was playing a show when a couple of people decided to throw it down by playing some Magic the Gathering. Now, of course, I'll shout out the band here, but as it's a metal band, I thought it'd be more fun if I just show you the logo, and you can try and work it out for yourself. So there it is. I'll give you a few seconds, not that you need it, obviously. Because of course, it's Frozen Soul. And the magical moment was captured in several videos over on X. They show off two people sitting down, whipping out their decks.
Did you say decks?
Yeah, I did say decks. And starting a game of Magic right in the middle of a circle pit. These videos are from users Parker and Dumpster Jesus respectively. But the video does raise some questions, like why are people playing Magic the Gathering, and why is Rey Mysterio reffing the whole thing? Well, according to the band's Twitter, someone flashed their Magic deck at the band during their set, which prompted vocalist Chad Green to get someone else to play that person in the pit while they played some songs. Apparently the game itself lasted 3 to 4 songs, but going by the varying lengths of metal tracks, who knows how long that was. Also, not sure which decks they were playing, but part of me hopes they were both running mono black decks, you know, for the vibes. Either way, it looks like my kind of gig. And that's the show, but before you go, hit us up with a like and subscribe. Make sure to leave your thoughts down below and check out yesterday's video somewhere around here. And we'll see you tomorrow.